The starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia 76ers. At small forward, Matisse Thybulle. At shooting guard, Seth Curry. At guard, Jamal Murray. At forward, Tobias Harris. At center, Joel Embiid. The head coach of the visiting team, Doc Rivers. And now, please welcome your New York Knicks. At forward, at 6'9", number 1, Obi. At guard, at 6'7", number 13, Evan Fournier. At center, at 7 feet, number 23, Mitchell Robinson. At guard, at 6 feet, number 8. Forward at 6'6", number 9, R.J. Barrett. The head coach of the Knicks, Tom Thibodeau. Make some noise for your New York Knicks.
Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Allie, take it away.
Brian, as the NBA pivots away from the post and towards the perimeter, we're seeing more teams employ three-guard lineups to great effect, trading some size for skill. We'll see if the trend continues, but guys, for now, it seems that even if there's only one guard, multiple ball handlers can be very effective.
Very interesting, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Thursday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. A look at the 76ers starting group. Thybulle and Harris, the 3 and the 4. Seth Curry is out there with Jamal Murray, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, hitting the middle. And for New York, Fournier the 2, Barrett at the small forward, Obi Toppin out there with Mitchell Robinson, and it's Walker in at the point. Well, we think of these teams and we think of defense, Doris, and that usually leads to a pretty hard-fought game.
BA, every inch of real estate between the lines will be contested tonight. Neither of these teams will give an inch. I expect it to be tight, physical, and hard-fought.
Now here's Harris. Inside, Robinson with a steal. Fast break, New York. Throws it up high. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Murray against Walker. To the inside. Here's Harris. The Knicks with the rebound. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
And the main takeaway was their accuracy from beyond the arc. An impressive performance indeed.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Now here's Embiid. 32 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
I like watching Embiid attack on the inside, using his size and soft touch to capitalize.
Here's Toppin, pounded by Harris. Outside Fournier. Offline with a three.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Curry passes to Murray. First quarter and about a minute and a half in to the paint. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Murray.
The combo guard, Murray, capable of hurting you with his scoring as well as with his passing.
And it's Walker off the drive. Great D that time from Murray. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Embiid, a screen on Walker. There's the drive. Murray finds Embiid. And he makes it. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
What concentration from the process. Embiid not fazed at all by the bump.
Up top, Robinson. Embiid covers. Fournier, the pass to Robinson. Now here's Walker. Banked it in off the glass.
Kemba Walker's handle has always been special, and it's always created shot opportunities just like that.
And a lot's changed for Kemba Walker. Bought out over the summer, and of course this was after he was sent out to Oklahoma City with the Thunder. Now Kemba gave up some cash in that buyout, but he feels like he's in a great fit with the Knicks to help them make another run.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Jamal Murray at the line, 2 shots.
That free throw no good.
Hailing from Canada, Jamal Murray is the latest star to emerge from the North. Joining country mates like SGA, RJ Barrett, Brandon Clark, really impressive.
Good on the second one. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Outside Walker, fires the three, gets the 3 ball to go. Walker's got 5 now.
How about the range from Kemba Walker? Boy, he's put in a lot of work to get better.
Embiid, a screen on Walker. Murray drives in, and it's Murray finishing it off.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
And good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Outside Walker. From deep. Joel Embiid with the board.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
And it's Murray off the drive. Robinson with the block.
This is the special aspect of Mitchell Robinson. That rim protection, that ability to send it back. Look out.
Over to the left wing. Murray against Walker. Embiid, a screen on Walker. Back to Curry. Outside Murray. Pass to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Thibault missing. New York has gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. For 3, Barrett drains the triple.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. RJ Barrett delivers.
Embiid, a screen on Walker. Murray passes to Embiid. Driving in. And Embiid with the slam.
Woo, that was big time. I mean, a dunk contest finish from Embiid. This guy can fly.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Walker against Murray. Robinson, a screen on Murray. Here's Walker, and Embiid with the block. Outside Murray. Embiid, a screen on Walker. The drive by Murray, and that one drops.
Jamal Murray.
Murray's got 5 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Fournier. Oh, nice D from Curry. The Sixers leading. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. Pass to Walker. Robinson with it. Embiid covers. He gets it in there. He has 7.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Embiid, a screen on Walker. The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Now here's Walker. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Embiid, a screen on Walker. Murray passes to Embiid. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
For T-shirts. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Knicks City Dancer.
For the Knicks, Noel, he's checked in for Robinson. Quickly comes in for Fournier. And Rose is subbed in for Walker. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Gordon comes in for Harris. Milton's checked in for Curry. And it's Maxey in for Jamal Murray. New York has gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. And he's going for the lob. Noel, the pass to Rose. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
First team foul.
Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Drummond, the screen on Rose. Down low. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, this is where Drummond does the vast majority of his work. He's got a lot of moves in the low post.
Here's quickly. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
And here are the 76ers. 3-point lead. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the 76ers?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in this first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also, and a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
Burks, he's checked in for Barrett. And he can't hit the second. Well, Grant, you are a master of meshing with your teammates. How key is being on the same page early in the year?
Oh, it's so important, especially early in the season. Teams that can come together and mesh as a core have a great advantage at the start of the season.
Rose can't connect.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Pass to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Boy, how about the quick elevation by Andre Drummond? Doesn't miss an opportunity when it's that easy.
Burks with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. And it's good. 2 points.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Quickly against Milton. Gordon with a screen on quickly. Here's Milton. And the basket is good.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
New York trailing. Rose right side. No luck on that one. And Philadelphia the other way now. Here's Maxey. In his last outing, 8 points for him. To the middle. And it's stolen by Noel. Rose outside. Here's Burks. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Burks has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Beautiful touch from Burks. He excels at knocking down these mid-range shots.
Drummond, the screen on Rose. Pass to Gordon. Outside Thibault. Just 5 to shoot. And it's blocked by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker and maybe his best attribute.
And the 76ers making a change here. Reed's checked in. Two on the clock. Milton. And Toppin pulls it down.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Oh, there's the alley. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Looking back at last season, the best when it comes to shot blocking. Second, Nerlens Noel.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Rose, the pass to Quickly. Counted. Quickly's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
One thing about Derrick Rose that's never changed over the years, Grant, is his ability to come through in the clutch. When a big basket is needed, he's the guy you want on the court.
Well, how many times have we seen it? End of game situation, Rose in an isolation set. And even against a double team, he finds a way to shake free and get the bucket. As dependable as it gets when the pressure's on.
Here's Burks. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Burks has got 6 points.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane and finish?
Pass to Maxey. Drummond with the screen. Shoots. And it's Maxey missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
41 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Rose. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Boy, what a roller coaster career it has been for Derrick Rose. One-time league MVP, now just trying to fit in with the rest of his guys. This is not an easy transition.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one drops. He ties it up. .36 seconds left in the first. And Maxey, here we go. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Here's Toppin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. There's a screen by Toppin. Here's Burks. And Reed pulls it down. On the wing, Milton. For 3, Maxey. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Sixers ahead. They're up by 2, and we'll return shortly.
Your Knicks City Dancer.
And the young sharp shooting guard, Emmanuel, quickly connecting with all-star Damian Lillard for some veteran input.
Really just giving me advice on, obviously, the point guard position, but what it takes to win in this league, what it takes to help your team win, how to bounce back from good games, bad games, staying even killed throughout the whole season. So it's really cool to get to talk to somebody on that high level.
Grant, that's a good number to have for some guidance.
Absolutely, B.A. Similar frames and skills for Quickly and Lillard. And Dame with lots to teach.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Fournier, the 2. Barrett at the small forward. Mitchell Robinson is out there with Nerlens Noel. And it's Walker in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Harris. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Robinson with the block. Pass to Fournier. Over Harris. The kick out to Walker. Now Fournier. Lets a floater go. And he lays it up and in. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Guys, it's been great hustle defense throughout 2 quarters of play. Contesting everything and racking up the block shots as well.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Walker's shot is off. The Sixers trailing. And here's Curry for 3. Robinson with the block. Embiid, a screen on Walker. Murray passes to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Emphatic slam by Embiid. Not afraid to get physical with the defense.
Robinson, a screen on Murray. Curry with a steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his 3rd before the half.
Thibault, he's checked in for Reed. Now Curry. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, see, I think Steph Curry has terrific instincts. He understands when to shoot the basketball and when to put it on the deck to create a shot.
Oh, what a play. It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Murray against Walker. Murray passes to Embiid. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one.
Timeout, New York. Which loudest section wants a T-shirt? All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get down for your Knicks City Dancer. Give him a hand, fans. Your Knicks City
The Knicks have
Dancer.
gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Outside Robinson. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Fournier for 3. He buries it from 3. Fournier's got 5 points.
They're so adept at sizing up the defense, guys. You cannot give Fournier any space.
Embiid, a screen on Walker. Murray finds Embiid. And it's blocked by Noel. Harris against Walker. Looking to end this cold spell. Another one falls for New York. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Murray against Robinson. And Embiid throws it down.
You know Embiid loves to produce like this, and you can tell it's firing up the team as well.
Pass to Walker. The 3 is up. Rebound by the 76ers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And these 2 teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
So what you look for in the first game, 1, does one team make a statement? And 2, how does the other team react to that?
Murray against Walker. Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown. Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, it's the scoring ability of Kemba Walker that really makes him shine. That bucket looks effortless.
Screen by Embiid. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Pass to Noel. Back to Fournier. Outside Walker. This one for 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Embiid Embiid, a screen on Fournier. Outside Curry. And the 76ers get it back. And Nerlens Noel picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Timeout, Philadelphia. It's T-shirt Bonanza.
Rose is checked in for Walker. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. The fourth spot held by Joel Embiid.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers, and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Murray against Rose. And it's Murray off the drive. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And the Knicks making a change here. Toppin's checked in. Five on the clock. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And here's Curry for three. It's rebounded by New York. Known as a shot blocker coming in. Mitchell has added some discipline in that area, Doris.
Well, there's no doubt, because if you remember his first couple seasons, he was picking up way too many fouls. This guy is 7'1", with a 7'4" wingspan and elite athleticism. He can stay patient, let the offensive player make his move, and still be in a position to contest.
So it's Philadelphia now. The Knicks making their last shot. Harris, a screen on Rose. Murray drives in, and it's Murray finishing it off.
What a dynamic drive by Murray, upsetting the defense and getting him to a shot.
Rose with it, picked up by Embiid. Rose, the pass to Fournier, back to Rose. Into the lane. They double him with Curry. Count that bucket.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense is way too easy, guys.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. Rose against Murray. Embiid, a screen on Rose. The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Rose against Murray. Pass to Toppin. Barrett with it. Fournier with the ball. Fires the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Screen by Embiid. Harris outside. And here's Embiid. Harris, a screen on Robinson. Embiid passes to Harris. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Quickly, it's checked in for New York. New York has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Pass to Barrett. Fires for three. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Screen by Embiid. Gordon outside. Here's Maxey. The three. And they recover it. Here's Thibault. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And the three-pointer gaining prominence. Grant, that shot wasn't a big part of your game until later in your career. Why was that something you waited to develop?
Well, over the years, the game had changed during my career. Early on, I didn't need it as much in terms of how I played. But at the end of my career, more of a complementary role, I had to be able to knock down three-pointers, and I did a pretty good job.
Burks, he's checked in for Robinson. Andre Drummond is checked in for the Sixers. And he's good on the second. Now here's Burks. 6 points for him. Gordon with a steal. Here's Maxey, guarded by Rose. Pass to Gordon. On the wing, Milton. Here's Drummond. Got a piece of it.
Boy, impressive defense from top and twice on the pipe. Send it back.
Here's Rose. No good there. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They host the Pistons after this one. That game marks the start of a 4-game homestand for the club. Milton passes to Drummond. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Drummond's got his third basket on the night right there. Pass to Barrett. Back to Rose. Outside Burks. Floats one. And it's blocked by Thibault. Now Milton. Back to Gordon. Here's Maxey.
First half, 2 minutes.
Over Toppin. And it's Maxey missing. Now here's Burks. Not a lot of room. Here's Quickly. And the Knicks miss again. The Sixers leading. And there's 1:38 left in the second. Milton passes to Gordon. Back to Milton. 6 on the shot clock. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Ha, well-timed shot fake. Got the defender off the ground right there.
Well, absolutely fearless. And this is one thing you can say about Derrick Rose. He's never had trouble converting in the painted area.
Here's Maxey, guarded by Rose. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
At the line for the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey. At the line, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Knicks making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Reed's checked in for the Sixers. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. New York has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Burks no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Pass to Drummond. And it's stolen by Noel. And here's the fast break. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Quickly outside. They get it again. Burks.
Great physicality on the defensive end from Drummond. Boy, just using that body to create good coverage.
And there's a pick. Here's Maxey, defended by Burks. The kick out to Milton. The Sixers again can't hit. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Doc Rivers. And, Coach, you guys came out aggressive in the first half. What stood out to you?
You know, we're getting to the paint and making plays. They're a great team as far as rotation, so we just got to make the right passes.
It all starts with attacking the basket. Thanks, Doc.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Hey, everybody. The story of the first half, Joel Embiid asserting his dominance. Well, no doubt about it, fellas. He was cooking out there.
Well, what's he cooking? You better make enough for everybody. One play for me, Ernie. One play for you. Nothing for Kenny.
Well, you better keep cooking if he's going to share it with you.
And now let's look at how Joel Embiid played in that first half. I'd say incredible.
You're right, Ernie. Look at the numbers. His impressive point contribution speaks for itself. He's put the team on his back on the offensive end, of course, and he's saying, hey, follow me.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Taking a look at Philadelphia, the dynamic duo of Harris and Embiid at the 4 and the 5. At the 2 and the 3, it's Curry and Thibault. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Now here's Murray. 11 points in the game. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Here's Walker. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. Here's Robinson, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Harris goes in, and Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
The 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Walker. Tries to break his ice. And it's blocked by Thibault.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Harris drives in. And Toppin pulls it down. Toppin's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And the Knicks miss again.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
And here's Curry. Harris, a screen on Fournier. The 3 from Curry. Drops in the 3. Curry's got 5 now.
Look at how composed Seth Curry is beyond the arc. Takes a shot like that and knows it's going in.
Walker with another miss.
You know, scoreless this quarter, and it's not helping them battle back.
Murray against Walker. The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
New York. Who wants a t-shirt? All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for your Knicks City Dancer.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. They need this. And Fournier with the lay-in. He's got 7.
I'd like to see more of this from Evan Fournier. He's proven he has the size and touch to score inside.
Embiid, a screen on Walker. Murray passes to Embiid. And Toppin pulls it down.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Barrett. Outside Walker. Now here's Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 16th rebound on the night. Embiid, a screen on Walker. Murray passes to Embiid. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Embiid's got 20 points.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And he lobs it up top. Hammers the lob through.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Embiid, a screen on Walker. Murray passes to Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Next game against the Bulls at United Center. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Robinson finds Fournier. Over Curry. They grab their own miss. Walker passes to Fournier. From deep. The rebound by Murray.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Screen by Embiid. The drive by Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness. Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Here he goes. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Fournier with the bucket.
Well, not to be dissuaded by the traffic. He takes it right through the contact. Evan Fournier doing work.
A low-maintenance star. I mean, Harris gives you the greatness without the ego. Really a coach's dream.
They're running. Here's Walker, and buries the jumper to finish off the break. Walker's got 14 points for the game.
Barrett. Timeout, Philadelphia. T-shirt time. Your Knicks City Dancers.
He's checked in for Toppin. Quickly comes in for Barrett. And Rose is subbed in for Walker. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Reed comes in for Tobias Harris. Gordon, he's checked in for Thibault. And Milton subbed in for Curry. And it's Murray finishing it off.
I call Jamal Murray a scoring guard. He's on this team to provide points, and he's certainly doing that tonight.
New York has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Fournier up top, defended by Gordon. Step back shot. That one rolls around and rims out.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Rose against Murray. Drives to the hoop. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Now here's Robinson. Pass to Fournier. Over Drummond. Fournier with the bucket. Fournier's got 6 here in the quarter. Philadelphia's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Drummond to screen on quickly. Outside Murray. Down low. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Rose, the pass to Noel. Robinson finds Fournier. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard for three. The Knicks keep it alive. Takes the three. That one no good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Murray with it. 23 points in the game. He takes it in, and it's blocked by Noel. And they'll keep possession. Milton for three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done quickly. Passes to Fournier. Looking to get back on track. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Boy, this guy's a gifted athlete, so if Evan Fournier gets that deep a post position, look out.
Murray drives in. Soft touch off the glass. Murray's got 25 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. And I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Murray with it, and Noel picks him up defensively. Count that one, Reed.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And New York shooting 40% so far in this one. Quickly, passes to Robinson. Pass to Rose. Over Murray. And here's Noel, quickly, outside. Another shot. And rejected. And they'll get another chance. From the arc. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. They set the pick.
2 minutes.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Shots blocked. To the paint. Out to Gordon. Milton against Quickly. Milton passes to Gordon. Here's Reed. Here's Drummond. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Drummond's gotten 4 this quarter.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Robinson a screen on Murray. Here's Rose. Oh, Drummond with the block.
Well, there are certain guys you probably don't want to challenge. Andre Drummond sends it back.
Drummond with the screen. Pass to Reed. On the wing, Milton, guarded by Rose. Here's Murray. Fires from deep. Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 5 rebounds tonight. Noel with a screen on Murray. Rose, pass to Noel. Stolen by Drummond. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Milton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal. First team foul. At the line for the Sixers, Shake Milton. At the line, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Burks, he's checked in for New York. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Rose. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. With the teardrop, Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
Drummond with the screen. Murray passes to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. quickly from outside. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Jamal Murray, he's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. 27 on the night. He's had it his way. We'll be right back after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. R.J. Barrett out there with Toppin. Then it's Kemba Walker. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Noel in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And in the 2021 Conference Finals, 3 out of the 4 teams were helmed by black head coaches. Many hoping that'll help create more opportunities moving forward, Greg.
No question. The NBA is #1 in embracing diversity in its league. Now, we still have a long way to go, but you have to be proud of the coaches who performed, as you said, in last year's Conference Finals, but also seeing the steps move in the right direction this summer with a lot of hires who are African-American head coaches. So, obviously it's a results-driven business, but greater diversity is certainly welcome.
The 76ers making a switch here. Curry's checked in. That one misses.
One thing that seems undeniable, on the floor, off the floor, and social media, it doesn't matter, Embiid's presence looms extremely large.
Here's Maxey. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Yep, that one goes. Embiid's got 23.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Now here's Walker. Tightly guarded. The 3-ball. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Embiid, a screen on Walker. Inside. And the basket by Embiid. He's got 25.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Now, this is a young man who's really grown as a passer. If the defense overcommits, Kemba Walker will make you pay.
Here's Maxey. Walker covering. Pass to Embiid. There's a screen. Clock at 6. To the paint. And it's Thibault missing. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Burks. And it's blocked by Embiid.
We see it time and time again. Embiid relishes his role as an intimidator.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Two minutes gone by here in the 4th. Here's Vildoza. Shot clock at 6. Outside Burks. From outside the arc. Joel Embiid with the board. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Down low. And then Embiid with the dunk.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
And so many entertainment options out there, Doris. Will today's superstars be able to achieve the same level of celebrity as those who came before?
Boy, icon is a separation from superstar. And it's amazing to me when you consider the careers of certain guys. Michael Jordan comes to mind. 6-0 in the NBA Finals and a household name across the world. LeBron James, 10 trips to the NBA Finals and a icon across the world. Kobe Bryant, an icon across the world. Those players are few and far between.
Here's Maxey. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
And the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
Yeah, and one more stat that jumps out is their steal total. They have wreaked havoc on the defensive end.
And Embiid drops them both.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's Vildoza. Lays it up and banks it in. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Embiid's got 13 points now in the quarter.
The control and focus from Embiid. Able to absorb hits from the defense and still finish.
Here's Maxey. Screen by Embiid. To the inside. Going inside. Blocked.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
Here's Maxey. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Alec Burks. And one of the stories around the game door is NFTs, or non-fungible tokens. You see why they use abbreviations. Anyway, in essence, people are buying highlights.
That's exactly right, BA. Combining technology and investing, and there's money to be made. Just simply not by me, because I don't understand it.
And Grant, you played for a Suns team that was influential with their training staff's approach. How has sports medicine changed from the early days?
You know, BA, it has changed immensely. Nowadays, every team incorporates that foundation that Suns medical staff had back in the day. It's all about prevention. It's about recovery. It's the big picture approach to making sure players can not only get through season after season, but have longevity throughout their careers.
Embiid, a screen on Burks. Here's Korkmaz. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for the Sixers, Furkan Korkmaz. At the line, 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. New York has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Pass to Gibson. Here's Knox. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Gibson. Vildoza. The rebound by Embiid.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
To the middle. It's stolen. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. He launches a 3. And again, the Knicks missing. The 76ers have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Here's Springer. Jacks up a 3. Embiid misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And whenever a team has immediate pressure to build a roster that can win, obviously more teams fail than succeed.
There's no doubt, BA, because what you're seeing in the modern NBA is guys who not only obviously want to get paid, this is a business, but what happens is they also want to win because it's all about their legacy. And so they put pressure on an organization. Make sure we have the pieces to compete for a championship.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Now Gibson, pass to Knox. Screen by Gibson. Down low. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, Taj Gibson understands how to operate in the screen and roll. He is exceptional, rolling to the rack.
To the paint. And then Embiid with the dunk.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
New York has got just 1 of 6 threes to go in the fourth. Pass to Knox. And here's Gibson. Embiid covers. Outside Burks. From behind the arc. On target from range.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Maxey. And Embiid throws it down.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Driving to the basket. Vildoza gets the bucket. Here's Maxey. And the NBA and its players taking an active role socially. Grant, talk about what you're seeing now and how it registers with you.
Well, you know, it's exciting, it's inspiring, it's patriotic. It's what America is, being able to exercise your voice and helping to form a more perfect union. So that's what it's all about, and I'm excited for the league and its players, and it's inspiring, like I said. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution.
Now here's Burks. And here's Quickly. 6 to shoot. Pass to Noel. Here's Burks. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Drummond to screen on Burks. Here's Reed.
He tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
5th team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Paul Reed. At the line, 2 shots.
That one's off. And he sinks the second. Quickly with the ball. And the mental and physical toll of the last few seasons. It reflected in some of the injury numbers, Doris. The league trying to find ways to reduce that strain.
I think, BA, it was absolutely something we all felt in the past couple of seasons was the compact schedule, how fast and furious the games seem to come. I don't think we're out of the woods yet either. These types of things can be cumulative, so the more we can make health as a top priority, the better off the league will be long term.
So it's the Knicks now, following the score by Philadelphia. Noel with it, checked by Gordon, kicks it out to Barrett. Pass to Toppin. On the wing quickly. Inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Let's remember, this guy is a 5-star recruit when he played 2 seasons at Kentucky. Emmanuel Quickly improved tremendously his sophomore year and then got drafted late first round back in 2020.
And the way Quickly burst onto the scene as a rookie. Scouts may have underestimated his readiness, Doris.
Right. Overall, boy, he played like a top 10 pick. He did hit a bit of a rookie wall midseason, but then he was able to right the ship and make the most of his minutes.
Here's Maxey, and he drives in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's Quickly. Pass to Barrett. Outside Burks. Looking to get it going. And no good. Ooh, good work defensively by Milton.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the 76ers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Joel Embiid.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Now here's Noel. Pass to Toppin. Clock at 6. Back to Burks. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Here's Maxey. Gordon on the wing. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Joel, congratulations. A quality win tonight. What enabled you to secure it?
Oh, we glad. We worked tough tonight. We won soft. We shared the ball defensively. We were really good. And that's what we got to do the rest of the season.
The toughness showed and paid off. Thanks, Joel.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. Last but not least, here is your New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.